croissants, and when you try it, you'll get why. Even though Lendemain has branches all over Paris, it's not just a quick-stop joint, it's a go-to for croissant fans, chain or not. Don't let the chain tag fool you, they make each croissant by hand, in-house, using top-notch ingredients, and there are no weird preservatives. Plus, the owner, Rodolphe Lendemain, learned his craft from the big shots at Pierre Hermé. The croissants here are buttery, with a hint of salt, crispy outside, soft inside. It's a winner every time. 9. Tapisserie. Expectations are high for tapisserie. It's part of the famous Septime family, known for being one of the hottest spots in Paris lately, and with 2 tapisserie branches in the city, one in the trendy 11th arrondissement and the other near the Eiffel Tower. It's got some serious street cred. Visiting the Rue de la Motte Piquet branch is a real treat. The cafe, although small, is decked out with cool food posters and comfy wooden furniture, and the staff are super friendly and welcoming. The croissant itself is on the smaller side compared to others you might try, but it is surprisingly light and airy. It has this savory, almost bread-like flavor without being dry, which is a pleasant surprise. The dough isn't overly sweet, which makes it the perfect match for Tapisserie's amazing chocolate-dusted cappuccino, a sweet and salty combo that hits all the right spots. It's not every day you come across a croissant that's savory yet tender, without feeling heavy. But then again, when it's made by the talented team behind Septime, you can't expect anything less. 8. Panade. In many ways, what makes a croissant stand out is its lamination, where thin layers of dough mix with butter, creating a honeycomb-like texture. And at Panade, a cozy bakery tucked away in the 15th arrondissement, they've nailed this technique. Take their butter croissant, for example. Its outer crust is full of intricate folds, and the thin, crispy outer layer gives way to an airy inside, subtly sweetened by a delicate sugar glaze. If you're after 7. Blé sucré. Nestled in the foodie paradise of the 12th arrondissement, right near the captivating Marché d'Aligre, Blé sucré might seem like just another neighborhood bakery at first glance. Its small shop, simple decor, and a few tiny tables outside give off a down-to-earth vibe. But dig a little deeper, and you'll discover that Blé sucré has quite the pedigree. It was founded and run by Fabrice Le Bourdat, the former head pastry chef at the prestigious Hôtel Le Bristol. Even though it's changed ownership recently, the new team was personally selected by Le Bourdat himself, making sure that the pastry quality remains top-notch. Here, you'll find croissants with a perfect blend of crispy outside and buttery, slightly cakey inside. They're not too sweet or too savory, making them a hit no matter what your preferences are. 6. Sébastien Dugardin. Every great croissant should be bursting with flavor, but at Patisserie du Panthéon, Sébastien Dugardin takes you on a true taste adventure. With your first bite, you'll taste the richness of AOP butter. That's high-quality butter, crafted to perfection. Then subtle hints of coffee-like bitterness and toasted nuts follow in every mouthful. Each bite reveals the unique flavor profile of Dugardin's signature all-butter croissant. Intense, robust, with aromatic notes that remind you of dark chocolate. The lingering taste on your palate speaks volumes about the quality of these amazing ingredients. This is no ordinary croissant. It's a sophisticated treat, perfect for grown-ups. And the bakery's elegant setting with mosaic-tiled floors, graceful chandeliers, and stunning fresco ceilings only adds to the experience. 5. Atelier. P1. Atelier P1's got exposed brick walls, minimalist Scandi-inspired decor, and stylish printed tote bags. But don't let the looks fool you. It's not just about style here. Specializing in sourdough and using organic, locally sourced ingredients, along with a real commitment to light glaze and sweet dough. The outside of their croissant is nicely browned, giving it a deep golden color and you can enjoy your treats in the nearby square Léon Serpolin, which makes for a perfect setting. 4. Boulangerie Ghana. This is the locals' go-to spot for bread and baked goods. Fondant is French for soft-centered or melty, and that's exactly what you get here in Ghana. Among all the croissants in the city, Ghana's fondant croissants truly stand out. They've perfected the balance. Not too doughy, not too dry. Instead, they have a wonderfully soft inside with just a hint of saltiness that makes them irresistibly more-ish. And those little crispy ends? They add a delightful crunch to the tender center. The ambiance in the Rue Ordinaire branch in the 18th arrondissement is pure luxury. The rich gold and green tones blend beautifully with the elegant wooden countertops. And if you peek through the spacious window at the back, you can see the bustling kitchen, where skilled bakers work their magic to prepare the morning's treats. 3. Maison d'Isabelle. This is one of the most talked-about contenders for the best croissant in Paris, and it's clear to see why. Their croissant is everything you'd hope for and more. It's plump, golden, and loaded with buttery goodness. It strikes the perfect balance between buttery richness and greasiness, with each bite bursting with flavor that highlights the top-notch ingredients they use. This all-butter croissant even won first place in a Paris competition back in 2018, thanks in part to the famous butter from the Poitou-Charentes region that they use. Now, the bakery itself might not have the best exterior, but that doesn't really matter when the aroma of their pastries hits you as soon as you step out of the nearby Maubert Mutualité metro station. It's so intoxicating that you'll be drooling. With croissants this good, they've earned the right to boast a little. 2. Cyril Lignac. Getting into the realm of luxury croissants might seem daunting at first. Nobody would consider shelling out more than a couple of euros. But thanks to Instagram and TikTok famous pastry chefs like Cédric Grolet, Parisian tourists are going wild for their bespoke creations. Grolet's croissants are currently priced at a hefty €4 each, and wait times can stretch over an hour. Not everyone is willing to pay or wait that much for a croissant. However, it's understandable why visitors are drawn to sampling pastries from renowned chefs and visiting chic bakeries while in Paris. After all, you've traveled all this way. Cyril Lignac, another celebrated French chef with multiple awards under his belt, including a Michelin star, has 4 luxury patisserie bakeries scattered across the city. They boast modern interiors, top-notch service, and impeccable attention to detail, even in their packaging. The croissant you taste here lives up to its hype, fresh, soft, perfectly golden, and giving off a wonderfully buttery aroma. Eating it is just as enjoyable as marveling at the stunning assortment of pastries displayed behind the counter. While splurging on a luxury croissant from a famous chef might not be a necessity, neither is indulging in croissants at all. So, if you're in the mood for a high-end treat without the hefty price tag, I'd definitely recommend a Cyril Lignac croissant. Cédric Grolet Opera, French pastry sensation. Cédric Grolet, famous worldwide for his social media presence, opened his bakery in 2019. His Opera Boulangerie/Tea Room, the second in Paris, is incredibly popular. But here's the thing, it's not your typical bakery with heaps of goodies on display. Cédric's focus is on minimizing waste and not making more than necessary. So you'll find a limited but stunning selection of pastries and viennoiseries. Because of this, there's often more demand than supply. If you want to snag one of their gorgeous and pricey croissants, you better get in line well before they open at 9:30 a.m. Some people think they're overrated, while others can't get enough. The outside is glossy and crispy, with a perfect structure leading to a wonderfully buttery interior. When it comes to the price, it's €5 per croissant, but they do come in fancy packaging. Is it worth it? Well, if you're only in Paris for a short visit and want to see all the sights, maybe not. But if you're here for a while or staying in the opera area, why not treat yourself? Just be prepared for a wait. They only allow 2 to 3 customers in the shop at a time, so expect to queue for at least 30 minutes to an hour. I hope this video gives you some croissant inspo during your time in Paris. If you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe for more videos like this.